genuine, yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Hi guys, Ellen Trotter, personal trainer and online fitness coach, and today I'm going to take you through my mobility series. This is something I've been doing every day since I've been playing college soccer. It's one of the biggest things I have conversations with all of my clients about, and it is something that is so easy to implement that you can do anywhere, that is going to make you feel so good. It's going to enhance your performance and again just make you feel better, so why not? And it's a series. It's kind of like a yoga flow. It's a mixture of Joe DeFranco and things I learned from him in his mobility series number 11. Definitely go check out that YouTube video. And it's something I've continued to build on throughout the years. Parts of it is from our FitWorks mobility series here at the gym. And the great thing is you kind of take whatever your body needs and do what's going to work best for you. So I will take you through my mobility series, take what works for you, leave the rest, and then feel good. This whole series takes anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. You can always take out what you feel your body doesn't need for that day, add in some more, do some extra reps. I do about 10 reps for everything, and if my body feels like it needs more of something, then I give it what it needs and I do more of that exercise. So again, this is just to make your body feel good, and it will be a huge difference in terms of what you're doing in the gym and how you're walking around in your day-to-day life. So the first one I start with is called Rollover into V, and again, this is a mixture of what I've learned from Joe DeFranco's number 11, what we use here at FitWorks for our mobility series, and what I've learned from yoga class. So you just kind of take what your body wants and what feels good. And first one, Rollover into V, about 10 reps for everything. So you start with rolling over, getting your feet as far as you can, and then coming forward, spreading your legs, reaching out. So the idea here is you're moving through this, and each time you want to be able to get a little bit further and further. So you never want to just go right into some stretch if your body's not warmed up for it, but we're moving here while we're stretching. So each time trying to get my feet further, and then trying to get my hands further when I roll forward. So that's the first one. I'll show you a couple reps of all of them. And again, this is a mobility series that flows, kind of like yoga if you're into that. So from there, then I go into bent knee iron cross. So my arms are straight across in a T shape, and I'm keeping both of my shoulders on the ground while my knees stay bent at 90. My knees are stacked over my hips, and I'm just trying to get my knees to fall as far as they can to either side while keeping both of my shoulders on the ground. So I do about 10 reps of those, and then I go into straight leg cross. So again, arms are still at a T, and I'm not letting my shoulders come up, and I'm just trying to reach my foot across and get as close as I can to my hands. And then from that, we roll over onto our bellies and still make that T shape, and then we do just the opposite. So now I'm trying to reach my foot across and get it to as close to my hand as I can while keeping my chest on the ground. About 10 of those. From here, we take it back into the rocking frog stretch, or as some of my clients used to call this stretch, the Miley Cyrus stretch. So whatever works for you. But you want to get the inside of your knees on the ground, and that's kind of holding you there, and then you're pushing backwards. So I'm not going down with my butt, but I'm pushing back and feeling the stretch. And you want to hold it for about 5 to 8 seconds, and then you come forward to kind of relax, give yourself a little bit of break because it can be uncomfortable, especially if you haven't done this or stretched out your, cut this part out because I just stumbled. So I'm trying to remember what all this is doing. Can be uncomfortable if you haven't done this, so ease into it, but I promise this will become one of your favorite stretches. That's what I tell all my clients, and then they end up loving it because again, it feels good to feel good. So we're stretching out all parts of our body here, going from everything across from our back to our hamstrings to our hips to all of our abductors and our groin, like in our groin, everything. And so from there, then we're going to take it up and go into some cat-cows. So my hands are stacked underneath my shoulders, my knees are stacked underneath my hips. I'm going to push my belly button or the center of my chest down, lift my head up, and then reach between my shoulder blades up towards the ceiling and tuck my head. And you want to be able to match this up with your breath. You can also go side to side here, hips towards your shoulders. You can do some circles with it. We're just working out all of our spine. Spread apart your shoulder blades. Bring them together, push the center of your chest down. And then from there, taking it into a lunge. And so getting your foot on the outside of your hand and then pushing down your hips and kind of rocking into it. And so doing a couple of these almost like mountain climbers. So bringing my foot up, even with my hand on the outside, sinking my hips down, driving my knee out, and just kind of rocking and hitting all the angles. Again, this is for you and your body, what your body needs to feel good. And then after you do a couple of those, you can speed it up and go a little bit faster. Then you can also add in some T-spine twists. So with this, my foot is still on the outside of my hand, and I'm going to keep my left hand down with my right foot up, take my right hand, thread it through, and then get a twist in here. So now I am adding in some T-spine twists, thread, and then go chest towards my knee, hand up towards the ceiling. And then from there, we continue to work our way up because this is a series and a flow. So I like to take it into Cossack squats. So it's where you're going to be squatting from the side and trying to keep your hips in a straight line. So instead of having a mountain range that goes up, think of pulling yourself across with this hamstring. So I have my heel in the ground and I'm dragging my hips over this way while I'm staying low. And you want this foot that's bent, this knee that's bent, you want that foot to be flat on the ground. And then taking myself back over and pulling myself across, staying down low. So working all the angles here. And that is my mobility series. I do every day a version or variation of that. Sometimes I'll do more reps on exercise just depending on what my body needs. This is great before lifting. This is great in the morning for a morning routine. This is great to do any time of day. You can do it after your workout as well as another method for stretching. I do suggest I do this every day before lifting, and then on days I don't lift, I still do it, especially in the morning, because again, it just feels good. And this is a part of recovery for your body that if you're working out at all, recovery is a part of your lifestyle, just like exercising is. And this is a conversation I have with clients every single day. When we work out, we're putting our body through all this stress, we're tightening up our muscles, so we need to make sure we have something in our lives every day to where we're recovering, where we're stretching out our muscles, where we're giving it the recovery and what feels good after all that work that we're putting in to make it stronger. So add this into your daily routine or before you lift. Let me know what you think. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share the love, and share this with someone who you think could use some mobility in their life. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah.